Hi everyone, my name is Holly, and in today's video I'm going to be doing the rapid fire book tag. This is a tag where you have to answer all of the questions as fast as you can without really thinking about it. I'm probably going to ponder way too much. Girl Reading is the booktuber who created this tag, and I'll be linking her channel down below, so let's get started on answering these questions. So the first question is, ebook or physical book? Ebook. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, physical book. Paperback or hardback? Do I need to turn around again? I love hardcovers, and I always hear people saying that they love paperbacks more because they are easier to hold and are less expensive. But I have absolutely no trouble holding hardcovers. In fact, I feel like they're much sturdier in my hand, and I find all of my books super cheap online, so hardcovers. Online or in-store book shopping? I buy 99% of my books online because I actually don't have a bookstore near me. The closest Barnes & Noble is actually an hour away, and my boyfriend and I do take trips up there sometimes, basically just to window shop. I can't justify spending $20 on a book that I could potentially despise, especially when I can find them so much cheaper online in the same condition. Trilogies or series? This totally depends. There are so many trilogies out in the world these days. It's kind of like the moneymaker of the book industry, but I think I have to go with series. Sometimes trilogies can feel completely unnecessary. I do enjoy duologies though. Heroes or villains? Definitely villains. Villains are just so much more interesting to me, and they can have such good backstories. A book you want everyone to read. Do I even need to say anything? Recommend an underrated book. Oh boy, so I'm actually breaking the rules here and recommending two underrated books, but the first one is Midnight Thief by Olivia Blackburn, and the second book is Stitching Snow by R.C. Lewis. I absolutely love both of these books, and I never hear about them ever, so definitely pick these babies up. The last book you finished? Alice in Wonderland. The last book you bought? Caraval. Caraval was definitely the last book I bought. The weirdest thing you have used as a bookmark? I don't think I've ever used anything weird as a bookmark besides my bookmark. That's boring, but it's the truth. Used books, yes or no? Are you kidding? Yes, totally. Used books does not mean crinkled, dog-eared pages, coffee stains, and damaged spines. You can get used books that are in brand new condition. That might make me sound kind of shallow, but I just really like my books in good condition, but I still buy most of them, 99% of them used. Top 3 favorite genres? Fantasy, middle grade, and historical fiction. Borrow or buy? How many times do I have to do this? I like buying all of my books. I love waking up in the morning and the first thing I'm seeing are all of my books. They just make me very happy, and I don't have to give them back, so I can reread them anytime I want. It's great. Character or plot? Characters. Both are very important, but I have recently realized that even if a book has a good plot, but the characters aren't well sketched out, I can never like the book. However, if the book doesn't have a good plot, but it has well-defined characters, it can save the book for me. Long or short books? These questions are getting harder and harder, but I am leaning toward shorter books. But it's honestly whatever I'm in the mood for. Books that are like 800 to 1,000 pages long are pretty intimidating, and that will frustrate me because it will probably be taking me a very long time to read. And I don't really mind long fantasy books, but if a contemporary is over 500 pages, nah. Long or short chapters? I love short chapters because it feels like I'm getting through the book so much faster, and I feel like I'm rewarded when a chapter ends, so if they are ending faster, I am just whipping through that book like no other. Name 3 books that you can think of. Divergent, Insurgent, Allegiant. Was that cheating? Books that make you cry or make you laugh? Definitely books that make me cry. I love books that are emotionally driven and can make me feel and sob a few tears. There is nothing better than a believable and emotional story. Our world or fictional worlds? For sure, fictional worlds. They are much more interesting, and when I pick up a book, I want to be in a totally different environment and escape from the madness that can be this world, especially with all the crap that's going on today. I will admit though that I get into these really weird contemporary moods, and that's my little splice of the real world. By the way, I have a really hard time saying real world. That's a tongue twister to me. Audiobooks, yes or no? For me personally, no. But that's only because I have never experienced an audiobook. I like to see the words and read them myself. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? Yes, absolutely. I'm actually really bad about this. I buy books just because the cover is pretty and I know it'll look good on my bookshelves. That sounds so superficial. But I am not a picky reader and I normally end up liking the book anyways, so that's a plus. Book 2 movie or book 2 TV series? I have to go with book 2 TV series. The first thing that's coming to mind is the Shadowhunter series, and I couldn't even get through 4 episodes of that. But Game of Thrones is so good, and with movies I just feel like they don't have the time to capture that awesome plot and the character development. They just don't have the time to delve into the characters' personalities. And with TV shows, at least they have the opportunity to do that, even if they do butcher it like the Shadowhunter series. A movie or TV show you prefer to its book? I actually don't have an answer to this one. I would say Game of Thrones, but I actually have never read the Game of Thrones books, and I actually don't plan on it because I know they're just super dense and hard to follow with so many characters. So actually I'm just gonna say Game of Thrones even though I've never read the books, but I am pretty positive I would prefer the TV show. Series or standalones? For a quick, light contemporary, definitely standalone. For plot and character driven fantasy, series. Alright, so it looks like I answered all of the questions. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and until we meet again, happy reading.